Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Financial News and Palo Sites. I'm Ron Jankowski with Paul Munichel from Ameriprise Financial as my co-host. Today is August 15, 2022. Paul, can you give us an update what took place last week? And Ameriprise had sent me, as of this morning, some information, so I'll share that with the viewers then.
Absolutely. I want to keep talking about earnings and how companies have been reporting. And today I want to follow through with S&P 500 companies that are now expected to generate year over year earnings per share growth of positive 6.4%. And it was 6.7% last week. Now these are the Q2 numbers, or modestly better than the positive 5% expected at the end of July 5th. However, excluding the energy sector, aggregate earnings per share growth would be minus 4%. Now, Amazon, meanwhile, offers 2.1 points of downward pressure on the overall measure. Sales growth has been strong and much more evenly distributed. Sales for the period are now seen at positive 13.9% year over year, versus positive 13.8% last week and positive 12.5% the week prior. This remains a remarkable pace in our view, given current conditions and the headwind of a very strong US dollar, and in comparison to sales growth's historical average growth rate of about 6%. That's as of quarters end June 30th. Now, consensus estimates were looking for year-over-year sales growth of about 10%. Forward estimates have fallen sharply over the last few weeks, as was generally expected. Since July 5th, estimates for Q3 are down $2.93, while estimates for Q4 are off by $1.85. Earnings per share estimates for 2023, meanwhile, are down a heavy $6 since early July to $244.06. That's all I have on that for today.
And I'm going to read what Ameriprise had sent to us this morning, and that states U.S. stock index futures are lower this morning, but come off the longest winning streak, 4 consecutive weeks since November last year.
It's nice. It's nice to see the market up a little bit, and hopefully we can keep it going.
And the markets in Asia closed mixed, with investors focused on the below one consensus economic data from China and a surplus 10 BP. That would be...
China's obviously a big country, a big producer, a big consumer, and lockdowns over there have affected them and all sorts of things. So China is always on everyone's radar and how it's going to affect the world.
And this morning's information that we got from Ameriprise is the U.S. stock index futures are lower this morning, but come off the longest winning streak, 4 consecutive weeks since November last year, Paul.
And that's nice. We've had a rough market year, to say the least, with downward trends, and to get 4 straight weeks like that is welcomed, and hopefully we can continue it. A breather seems logical. I mean, There's nothing, we don't go straight up, we don't go straight down, so we'll see.
Gotta have some corrections in there for anything.
Right.
Markets in Asia closed mixed, with investors focused on below consensus economic data from China and a surprise 10 basis points rate cut.
China is always on everyone's radar. They're a big consumer, they're a big producer, of course, so news in China usually affects the whole world, so that's important.
European markets are range-bound at midday, and Treasury yields are modestly lower with the 2-year 10% spread. Is it? No, it's 2% 10-year, I should say.
Yeah, it could be talking about the spread
near
there.
minus 45 basis points.
Yep, that's the difference between the 2-year and the 10-year, is that spread that you referred to.
Okay. It's a little clearer than what they had sent us. Interesting news, WTI crude continues to slide.
All right.
We're going to get a break at the gas pump.
We'll see.
It actually is losing 5% as of this morning. The demand on concerns have really, really dropped. So, what does that mean? The supply increases and the price goes down.
Who knows? I mean, there's so much to crude prices. I mean, even the taxes at the pump,
Yeah.
how we get, what we're paying
So
per
many
gallon.
variables built into it.
Transportation costs, there's so much to it.
Yeah.
But you're right, the prices have been going down at the pump, and this should probably keep it going in that direction, but we'll see.
That's the only direction we want. Gas
Exactly.
prices down.
Exactly.
Bitcoin is flat and gold is down 1%. Now, the year-to-date of each of the indexes, the S&P 500 is a minus 9%, Dow Jones a minus 5%, and NASDAQ is a minus 16%. Any comments, Paul?
Just getting closer. I mean, the Dow down 5. I mean,
Yeah.
sooner or later we may be saying it's
We'll be in the
positive on
plus.
the year.
Yep,
Yeah.
we'll be in a positive. Thank you, Paul, for that. Stay with us. We are going to be right back with our show called Your Money. Paul has a great topic to share with us. Stay with us. And thank you for staying with us. We are back with our show called Your Money. And Paul's going to talk about how a financial plan can help you achieve your bucket list. Paul, it would be great to give some guidelines to the viewers. And we're getting into the quarter of the year that we should start paying attention to some of this now. Because the last quarter, you better have a plan that's solid.
Absolutely, and everyone at home, everyone's got a bucket list for things they want to do in life, and the only way you're going to get it is by having a plan.
Have a plan.
How you're going to get there, and along those lines, we do spend a lot of time daydreaming about our goals for the future. Maybe buying a home, charting a new career, or sending children off to college, or maybe it's even traveling abroad. They're common, bucket list items, and yours may be different, but the concept is the same. You may share these aspirations, or perhaps you have a completely different list in mind. But no matter the case, a solid financial plan can be essential in helping you accomplish your life's goals. Financial plans, they come in all shapes and sizes, but there are core elements that distinguish those that work best. A well-crafted financial plan is personalized, meaning your plan should contain the details of your current financial situation and outline your life goals, both near-term and extending into retirement. Now, using actual data can ground your plan in reality and help you see what you need to do to stay on track. Now, generally, there are 4 areas you should address. First would be covering your essentials. Obviously, essentials are the monthly expenses that keep your life running, such as mortgage payments, utility bills, and insurance premiums. Your financial plan should provide advice and solutions to cover your day-to-day needs, while also providing for your necessary living expenses in retirement. Next is maintaining your lifestyle. So lifestyle refers to the things you want to do and how you want to live today and into the future. If you dream of purchasing a second home or retiring in warmer climate, your financial plan should quantify the costs of those goals and outline action steps to help you achieve them. Next, you always got to prepare for the unexpected. Life is not without its surprises. Your financial roadmap should include contingency plans to help you stay on track financially when something unexpected happens to you or a loved one. Now, this may include establishing an emergency fund and insurance coverage to help offset damaged property or lost wages. Next, leaving a legacy. So your legacy is the impact you make on people, charities, and causes that are important to you. Now, in retirement and after your death. So key components are naming beneficiaries on key accounts, building charitable giving into your financial life, and estate planning to determine how you want your assets to be distributed to your heirs. All these things need to be comprehensive. So all the bases of your financial life should be covered within your plan. from insurance to investments to cash flow to retirement, estate planning, and everything in between. Include your financial obligations and goals, no matter how big or small they are. Seeing your full financial picture in one place makes it easier to adjust course or test scenarios as your priorities change at any point down the road. You need to be dynamic, so your financial plan is not a static document you create once and never revisit it. Rather, it puts a stake in the ground that can inform on future decisions. Your financial plan should be updated as your life goals and circumstance change. And as with any plan, it needs to be trackable. So without a plan, it's difficult to determine if you will be prepared to meet your anticipated retirement date, whether you have sufficient sums paid or saved to put a child through college, or if you've taken proper steps to protect your family. In this way, your financial plan can help you stay accountable to your financial future. Useful no matter what your net worth. Turning your goals into reality without a financial plan is a lot like driving in an unfamiliar place without a GPS. Regardless of how much you make or have saved, a financial plan can help you be strategic with your dollars. And as always, if you have not yet had a financial plan, comprehensive financial plan prepared for you and your family, consider working with an advisor who can help you get started. Together, you can identify doable steps to help you work toward your financial dreams.
Boy, the key to everything is if you have some ideas, you should be sitting down with a professional financial advisor. And Paul, I'm going to let you identify how one can get in contact with you if they're interested.
Yep, and you said it perfect. If you're interested in working on financial plans, you can give me a call directly at 708-226-3412.
Thank you, Paul, for the information today. For Paul Municle with Ameriprise Financial, myself, Ron Jankowski with Channel 4 in Palos Heights, we wish you good investment day.